All right. We're going to get into the standings and the playoff races now and all of that stuff. Um, the Twins and Royals have absolutely collapsed here.
I'm not ready
the
to talk
Twins,
about it.
Yeah, it's bad right now. Twins 11 wins in their last 33 games. The Royals have 2 7-game losing streaks this past month. And the Detroit Tigers are sitting in the AL wildcard spot.
Sure are, and they were my pick to win the division. So they're not going to win the division, but they look like they're going to be playing some postseason games.
Yeah,
and boy, was their timing good. I mean, they got hot at the right time as these two teams just the Royals and Twins have literally done everything possible to not stay in the playoffs. I mean, the Royals, what was it, 2 weeks ago, were tied with the Cleveland Guardians to lead in the division, and now they're 7 games back. Like that fast.
Yeah.
They fell out.
The Royals' magic number, I believe, last Monday was...
It's been 2 weeks now.
2 weeks was 7. And it sits at... it was 6 last time I knew. It might
still
be...
6.
Still 6.
Because... no, sorry, it's 5 because there's 6 games left and they've got a 1-game lead.
Yeah.
They've taken 2 games. Their magic number was 7 before that Detroit Tigers series where they then got swept. And they literally chipped 1 game off of it in a week and a half and 1 more game off of it. I mean, honestly, at this point, I almost want to see the Royals and Twins both fall out because they clearly don't want to go. Let's put the Tigers and the Mariners in there and see what happens. Because like the Twins and Royals are trying their damnedest. And now, granted, I will give the Royals a little bit of a break. They lost some key guys over the last few weeks that have definitely hurt. Yeah. But they are doing everything possible to give it back.
Dude, the Mariners can't hit against bad pitching. There's nothing they're going to be able to do if they get into the postseason. It's going to be hard to watch.
I don't trust the Royals and Twins are going to do much either the way they're playing. I mean, if you limp in the playoffs like this, it's not a good sign.
I watched the Mariners the other night, the whole game when Jacob deGrom made his first start. Granted, it's Jacob deGrom. That is a tough lineup to watch if you're a Mariners fan.
Yeah,
it hurts.
They don't even put good at bats together, let alone the results. Like it's not even. They don't even put together good at bats.
What that whole clip that Randy Arozarena went deep on the 3-0, like he's like bailing out. I don't know if you've seen that. He like bails out of the first 3 pitches. It's a 3-0 count. Then he turns on. Like, what are you doing? Like, what? Yes, the end result was cool, but why are you?
You can't rely on that kind of stuff, though.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, you're practically throwing away an at bat. Because how many times can you actually do that? Bail out 3 times and hit a 3-0 pitch over the wall.
That was the worst.
Twice a season,
was
maybe.
So bad.
Maybe. I hate that. But that, I mean, it's obviously the at bats aren't quite that bad, but like their approach at the plate is horrendous. They're tough to watch.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's bad.
They're tough.
It's
tough,
bad.
Tough.
They're undisciplined. They're flailing. They don't put together good at bats. They cannot hit with runners in scoring position. They cannot move runners. Like they don't do anything offensively well, but they pitch well enough that they can luck their way into some wins because their pitching staff is elite.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to see them in the playoffs because that pitching staff will shut anybody down.
So with 6 to go, who's going?
For the wild cards?
I mean, because we've already clinched, right? So we have Yankees have clinched, Guardians have clinched, and have
the Astros have.
And the Astros have. So our division leaders have all clinched.
The Orioles will likely clinch tomorrow night.
Yep.
I think it's going to be I'm taking the Royals and the Tigers. I think the Twins are so lost that they won't be able to recover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm there with you on that. I think I'm there. Tigers and Royals.
Who are they? Are any of them playing each other this week? It's pretty bad. I should have looked at the schedule. But I mean those could be some big series this week if that's happening.
Yeah.
No, so the Royals
whoever gets to finish with the White Sox.
Yeah, the Royals are at Washington for 3 and then at the Braves for 3.
Oh. Although the Braves have not been good lately and they fell out of the playoffs like we thought they would.
Yeah.
And then who else was I looking up? Detroit?
The Twins are at Miami. And then
the Tigers are at the Rays.
At the Rays, at the White Sox.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. The Twins are home against Miami. My apologies. And then they've got Baltimore. They wrap up with Baltimore. So the Twins are home for the Marlins and the Orioles.
Man.
And Detroit wraps up with the White Sox. Wow. I think that schedule favors them.
Just a little bit. Yeah, so I'm with you there for sure. All right, hop over to the National League. So we got Dodgers, Phillies, and Brewers have all clinched. Padres are hot. They've been playing really well. And Braves are 2 out. The Mets, Sean, are in that last wild card spot there.
Yeah.
I don't think the Braves can catch them. They have been pretty mediocre. As we said, once they lost Riley, it was kind of like there's not.
I mean, they're playing each other.
Yes, which helps.
So starting tomorrow, I mean, this essentially the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday series is going to tell you who's in.
Yes.
Yeah. Right, because it's New York at Atlanta. So I mean that's it. Those 3 games right there are essentially going to tell you who is.
Yeah,
in that wild card spot.
Atlanta's got a sweep to pick up a game. 2 out of 3 only. 2 out of 3 they come out of a game back.
Right. And Lindor I saw something today saying that he's going to come back and play hurt, like not 100%. So.
Dude, it's like a spinal thing, like these joint whatever things. And listen, I appreciate the fact that dude, we're talking about your likely inability to get out of bed and play with your kids. Let's just, I mean, I would love to see him play. I love him, and I've said it so many times on this podcast. I hate how he's treated by general Met fans. I hate it.
It's bad
because I love the guy, but. Yeah. I don't know if that's the right move. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah. All right. So you're taking your Mets in that last wild card spot then, right?
No question.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Let's go Mets.
Now the D-backs are tied with the Mets for that spot too.
The Mets, yeah.
The D-backs could, I hope to hell not, could also fall out of that spot. Which
slip out, yeah. They got San Fran, and then who do they close with after San Fran?
The D-backs?
Yeah,
they have San Fran, and then who's their final series?
San Diego.
The Padres.
But they're home, at least for the Padres. But the Padres brutalized them last time they played.
Yeah.
And then the Mets also finished with Milwaukee. So the Mets have the Braves and then the Brewers. Not the easiest finish.
No, but the Brewers have clinched.
No.
Yeah.
Right. They haven't?
No, they have.
They have. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah.
Right. But they could just be trying to line up their rotation for whatever comes, but.
Right.
So they could. Yeah, I don't know. I just hope my D-backs
listen, if you're the Mets right now, you can't worry about that, right? It's 3 games against Atlanta for legitimate, essentially, the right to play in the postseason. That's what these 3 games are.
Yep.
Yeah.
So go take care of business. Worry about Milwaukee, if it becomes that. But
the Mets
go take 2 out of 3 from the Braves.
The Mets take 2 out of 3 from the Braves. They'd be up 3 games with 3 to play. They could get swept by the Padres and still end up in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're right. The next 3 games will be really what matters.